Welcome to DR show. This is Dr. Tangella Shiva Prasad Reddy alias Dr. TSPR. Namaste, Aadhaar, and a warm welcome to Peddalu BV Subbarao garu. An important show, very important. Sir, can you check your audio? An important show post fourth phase of elections. So many states for Lok Sabha poll, and some states like Andhra Pradesh, and even in Andhra Pradesh assembly elections along with Lok Sabha, and in Telangana Lok Sabha elections with by-election in Secunderabad Cant. Likewise in Union Territory and other states too, polling happened. రాష్ట్రాల్లో లోక్సభకు ఎన్నికలు, ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్లో లోక్సభతో పాటు శాసనసభకు, తెలంగాణలో లోక్సభతో పాటు ఒక ఉప ఎన్నిక సికింద్రాబాద్ క్యాంటోన్మెంట్, అదేవిధంగా కేంద్ర పాలిత ప్రదేశాలతో పాటు మొత్తం దేశవ్యాప్తంగా 4వ ఫేజ్ విడత పోలింగ్ ఏదైతే జరిగిందో నిన్న జరిగింది మే 13. సో దాని విశ్లేషణ మేము పోవడం లేదు. We are not psephologists. We don't want to engage in something which is called influencing, because we have another phase of election. Because మన జూన్ రిజల్ట్స్ వచ్చేసి జూన్ 3, అదే ఇంకా వారణాసి ప్రధానమంత్రి కాన్స్టిట్యుయెన్సీ ఇంకా ఎన్నికలకు పోవాల్సి ఉంది నరేంద్ర మోదీ. సో we don't want to guess, because many people started asking us, మమ్మల్ని సుబ్బారావు గారిని రాత్రి నుంచి ఆయనను పండండి సార్, మేము యథార్థమే పదార్థము, దాన్ని బ్రహ్మ పదార్థం చేయదలుచుకోలేదు. We strongly believe. See, one example, how can you judge a voter? We have seen so much of exodus from Hyderabad towards Andhra Pradesh, Vijayawada. Everyone has got a doubt. Did they cast vote here and migrated to Andhra Pradesh to vote there also? ఇక్కడ వాళ్ళు ఓటు వినియోగించుకొని అక్కడికి పోయినరా? ఎట్లయితే శాసనసభ ఎన్నికల్లో విపరీతంగా ఈ 2 జిల్లాలు ఆంధ్ర పాలిత ఆ పక్షాలకు అటువంటి వాళ్ళని గెలిపించారు. సో వాళ్ళు ఇక్కడ ఓటేసి అక్కడికి పోతున్నారు. అక్కడ 2 పెద్ద ప్రధాన కూటములు, వైఎస్ఆర్సీపీ కానీ, ఎన్డీఏ కానీ, ఈవెన్ కాంగ్రెస్ అన్ని కూడా కంప్లైంట్ చేశారు ఎలక్షన్ కమిషన్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా. డూప్లికేషన్ ఓటు, ఇక్కడ అక్కడ ఉన్న ఓట్లు తీసేయండి అన్నారు. దాంట్లోనే అర్థమవుతుంది కదా, దేర్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్ యూ హావ్ అండర్స్టూడ్ కదా. ఎవ్రీ పొలిటికల్ పార్టీ గోస్ అండ్ సేస్ దేర్ ఆర్ ఫేక్ ఓట్స్. Every political party, including Congress, a ruling party, and BJP in Telangana, likewise across India, they say there is fake votes, EVMs have been hijacked. By my simple question, me and Subbarao, we are going to enlighten you. Why not political parties complain or give an advice or suggestion or bring a legislation on the floor of parliament, along including all assemblies, that voter ID card should be, what should I say in the simplest language? Why not voter ID card should have Aadhaar card as the basis? Everything is gone, no? As central government, all political parties forced every citizen that income tax card, PAN card should be linked to Aadhaar card. Across India, everyone has done that. భారతదేశ ప్రభుత్వము పాన్ కార్డును ఆధార్ కార్డుతో జోడించింది కదా, మరి అదే ఓటర్ ఐడి కార్డును ఆధార్ కార్డుతో ఎందుకు జోడించడం లేదు? వై ఆర్ యు నాట్ లింకింగ్ ఓటర్ ఐడి కార్డ్ విత్ ఆధార్ కార్డ్ టు అవాయిడ్ డూప్లికేషన్? బికాస్ ప్యూరిటీ ఆఫ్ ఎలక్ట్రల్ రోల్స్ ఈజ్ మోర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఎన్నికల్లో అర్హులైన ప్రతి ఒక్కరూ ఓటర్లు ఓటు హక్కు వినియోగించుకునే వారి నచ్చిన పార్టీ కానీ, నచ్చిన ఎన్నికల్లో నిలబడే ప్రత్యర్థిని కానీ వారు ఎన్నుకునేటువంటి స్వేచ్ఛ వారికి ఉండాలి. దేర్ షుడ్ బి ఫ్రీ అండ్ ఫెయిర్ ఎలక్షన్. మీన్స్ ప్యూరిటీ ఆఫ్ ఎలక్ట్రల్ రోల్స్ ఈజ్ మోస్ట్ ఫండమెంటల్ అండ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్, సో దట్ దేర్ ఈజ్ నో హల్లా గుల్లా. బట్ వై పొలిటికల్ పార్టీస్, వెదర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ కాంగ్రెస్, బీజేపీ, లెఫ్ట్ పార్టీస్, ఆమ్ ఆద్మీ పార్టీ, బీఆర్ఎస్, టీడీపీ, డిఎంకే, సమాజ్వాదీ పార్టీ, బహుజన్ సమాజ్వాదీ పార్టీ, ఆల్ ఇండియా మజ్లిస్ ఇతిహాదుల్ ముస్లిమన్, IUML, you have LDF and UDF in Kerala. Why are they not insisting for free and fair election with purity of electoral rolls? That voter ID card should be linked to Aadhaar card, and even if it is possible, link it to passport also. Why? Because Aadhaar card and passport, and including PAN card, they never change. They are not changing. Why voter ID card? If there is any mischief played, they can be immediately caught, because neither Aadhaar card changes, neither PAN card changes, nor passport. linked to all of those, because nation is first. If nation is first, the citizens of this nation, who themselves are the constitutional authority, they are very fundamental. If they are fundamental, they want someone to look after their welfare and development in a transparent and accountable way, for which, right from Panchayat to Lok Sabha, we have elections. These elections, we say 18 years is the cutoff date for adult franchise, because only then they will understand. Fine. If they understand at that age, now every year there is a process in every state. What is that process? Electoral enrollment, enumeration of electoral rolls. That means those who have dead, their names are removed. Those who get transferred from one place to other, they are removed and they are again enrolled in some other place where they have gone. And adult franchise, those who are attaining 18 years, they are included. And others who have quit Indian citizenship, their names are permanently removed. And no one can say, in spite of all those cases, you cannot vote. That is the beauty of this great people participatory constitutional democracy. ఇది ప్రజాస్వామ్యంలో ఓటు ఎంత విలువైనది, వారికి స్వేచ్ఛ ఉన్నది. ప్రతి సంవత్సరం చనిపోయే వారి లిస్ట్, దాని లిస్ట్ నుంచి తొలగిస్తారు. మీరు అక్కడ నుంచి ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ అయితే తొలగిస్తారు. మీరు వేరే దేశ ఇదవుతే అది తొలగిస్తారు. చనిపోతే వారి పేర్లు తొలగిస్తారు. ఇవి కాక వేరే ఏమున్నాయి? మరి అటువంటప్పుడు దాన్ని సరి అయిన పద్ధతిలో చేయడంలో ఎలక్షన్ కమిషన్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా, తెలంగాణ చీఫ్ ఎలక్టరల్ ఆఫీసర్, అంటే ప్రతి రాష్ట్రానికి ఉంటారు, ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ వాళ్ళకి అక్కడ సిఇఓ అంటాం, చీఫ్ ఎలక్టరల్ ఆఫీసర్, వారి కింద డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ కలెక్టర్లు, వారి కింద పురపాలక శాఖ అధికారులు, వారి కింద ట్యాక్స్ కలెక్షన్ చేసేటువంటి వాళ్ళు, వారి కింద ఎవరైతే ఇంటింట్లోకి పోయి ఓట్లు, ఏ ఓట్లు పెరిగినాయా, ఏ ఓట్లు తగ్గినవా చేసే వాళ్ళు సరి అయిన విధంగా చేస్తున్నారా లేదా, వాళ్ళందరూ కూడా లోకల్ కార్పొరేటర్లు, ఎమ్మెల్యేల చేతుల్లో చెంచాలు. అండ్ వాళ్ళ 18 సంవత్సరాలు లేనటువంటి పిల్లల్ని కూడా పెట్టి ఈ విధంగా ఓటర్లను జమ చేయడం, ఓటర్లను తీసివేయడం జరుగుతుంటే ఎక్కడ ఫ్రీ అండ్ ఫెయిర్ ఎలక్షన్ అండి? ది ప్యూరిటీ ఆఫ్ ఎలక్టరల్ రూల్స్ ఇస్ లాస్ట్ వెన్ రైట్ ఫ్రమ్ హైరార్కీ ఎలక్షన్ కమిషన్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా, every state's chief electoral officer, and under them collector, district collectors and municipalities, and in rural areas you have that panchayat level, those offices, revenue, all those are, and are they booth level officers? They are doing enumeration in a proper way, adding or removing. Under them, those who are going visiting house and collecting the data, are they trained? In some areas like Hyderabad, which is controlled by the local corporators in AIMM, Old City, and MLAs, boys or girls who have not attained even 18, they are being sent to the home. This is not mockery. This is public money. ఇది మన ప్రజల డబ్బు. మన డబ్బుతో ఇంత వంచనకు పెడతా ఉంటే ఏ విధంగా ఇది స్వేచ్ఛాయుత వాతావరణంలో ఎన్నికలు జరుగుతున్నాయి? How can you assure and say that this is a free and fair election when the contesting political parties, they themselves are trading charges? We are not saying. పోటీ చేసే రాజకీయ పార్టీలు ఒకరి మీద ఒకరు దుమ్ము చేసుకుంటుంటే ఇంకెక్కడ ఇది స్వేచ్ఛాయుతంగా వాతావరణంలో ఎన్నికలు జరుగుతున్నాయి? సో దిస్ ఇస్ ది గ్రౌండ్. ఫస్ట్ విల్ టేక్ ఫార్వర్డ్ and then I will show you some videos. Sir, please, you wanted to add some other things also, how an election should be held.
No, most of the critical things you have already touched upon. Which is really worrying is, citizens carrying double voter IDs in both the Telugu states. And is it because why we are getting low percentage of the votes here? And some of the leaders from the political parties today made a complaint in the media that there should be a corrective process in finalizing the electoral names. Then why these people did not make any attempt? All the political parties, voters are important to them. Finalizing the list is very crucial for them. I have not come across any political parties, getting into such exercise. And the second thing is, several citizens' names have been deleted from the voter list. Why? No political party conducted a debate on that. And we do not have access to deleted list in the public domain. Then how do we know that, whether our name is there? Okay. There are certain, these are some of the issues actually. And if this is the case of, double voting rights, then Hyderabad is witnessing large scale migration from the north and the west, including northeast region of this country. They may also be holding dual voter rights. They may be going to the northeast to vote there and come back and vote here and then go, because you have 50 days. So we need to look into this, sir. And I feel, the staff is very inadequate. Even the training, most of the polling officers did not turn up for the proper training program. And right of the candidate in scrutinizing the voters, we should also know, okay, we are all talking of the voters, but we should also know what are the rights and limitations of the candidates who frequently enter into the polling booths and make all kinds of noise. We have seen more violence by such people in our adjoining state. So we need to look into all these things, and time and again EVM's problem. Already people carry very low. Finally, sir, a polling booth with 1500 voters, it takes 1 minute to clear 3 voters in an 8 hours period. Okay. Yesterday, the people who joined the queue at 3 o'clock did not get opportunity to exercise voting by 5:30. What is the delay? If that is the 2.5 hours for a candidate to voter to go into the booth and exercise his vote, then there is something wrong in the voting process, polling process. So we have to look into these aspects very carefully. And everybody was talking. You see, the weather conditions, I do not know, election commission, one day, what is 4 crores? What is the time required for 4 crores to vote? And every time it is ending up at 60%. And out of the 60%, those who get 30%, a minority government will be ruling the country. So are we working in streamlining the democratic process in the election needing? We have to think of it. It's not, ad hoc basis that, elections are coming, we start scrutinizing the voter list and all. Right from tomorrow morning, the election commission should take the lead and ask the citizens to connect their Aadhaar card to the voter ID. And Government of India should issue GO notification in this direction. Okay, maybe after the elections also. But these are the issues we have to think very seriously if you really claim that we are a democracy. Thank you so much, Dr. Suprasad. These are some of the issues which you have already covered. but other issues, you can also
Another
provide.
vital question, sir. Before I put it Hindi, maybe there is a request. देशवासियों और वोटर नागरिक, क्यों राजनीतिक दल और चुनाव अधिकारी और हर राष्ट्र में जो भी स्वतंत्र तट पर चलने वाले हमारे बुद्धिजीवी क्यों ये मांग नहीं रखते कि वोटर आईडी कार्ड के साथ आधार कार्ड को जोड़ना चाहिए? जब पैन कार्ड को आधार कार्ड जोड़ना इतना सही समझा, जब आधार कार्ड हो या पैन कार्ड हो, पासपोर्ट, कहते ही उसमें कोई परिवर्तन नहीं होता, क्यों वोटर आईडी कार्ड में ही होता है? तो ये मूल नहीं है क्या? असली वोटर हमारे चुनाव प्रक्रिया द्वारा उनके प्रतिनिधि दल के थ्रू हो या स्वतंत्र चुनना, ये हमारे लोकतंत्र के लिए संविधान के ढांचे पर आवश्यकता है या नहीं? जब ये आवश्यकता है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट क्यों इसके ऊपर चुपचाप बैठती है? जब इस तरह की ईवीएम्स के ऊपर चर्चा होती है, हर एक जो भी रैंडम है, लोकसभा हो या असेंबली हो, वीवीपैट्स हम जो कहते हैं, जब आप वोट डालने के बाद ये वोटर वेरिफाइबल पेपर ऑडिट ट्रायल, वीवीपैट जो कहते हैं, हम जब भी वोट डालते हैं इसके बाद में वो छोटी सी वहां पर दिखाई देगा, आप जिस बटन के ऊपर आप दबाया वो सही है या नहीं, वो वीवीपैट ट्रेल में दिखाई देगा। और ये जो भी जितने भी है उसकी गिनती होना, और ये भी मांग की गई सुप्रीम कोर्ट ईवीएम्स के ऊपर, जब इस तरह की कुछ आया तो उस लोग ने डिमांड किया पूरे लोकसभा हो या असेंबली हो, पूरे कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट्स में हर एक ईवीएम जो काउंट करते हैं वहां पर वीवीपैट भी काउंट होना चाहिए। उसको टुकरा दिया सुप्रीम कोर्ट। लेकिन जितने भी वीवीपैट है एटलीस्ट वो तो भी आप गिनती में लीजिए, उसको भी नहीं माना। जब लोगों को इस तरह की आशंका होती है और जब कहते ही हमारे चुनाव के जो रोल्स कहते हैं, हमारे नाम का जो इलेक्टोरल रोल्स का हर एक साल ये होता है, एक बूथ में 1000 से 1500 ही रहते हैं, और इसी के ऊपर भी सही तरीके से हर साल जो 18 साल होते हैं उनकी इलेक्टोरल रोल्स में एनरोलमेंट होता है, उनको जमा किया जाता है वोटर्स के लिस्ट में, और जो मर गए उनको निकाला जाता है, और जो वहां से ट्रांसफर हुए, जिधर ट्रांसफर हुए वहां पर उनका एनरोलमेंट होता है, यहां से निकाला जाता है, और कोई भारत छोड़ के दूसरे देशवासी बन रहे हैं उनका भी निकाल। ये 4 प्रक्रिया करने के लिए इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया हो या चीफ इलेक्टोरल का ऑफिसर हर एक राष्ट्र में, कलेक्टर हो, पुरपालक शाखा और रेवेन्यू अधिकारी, ये क्यों सही ढंग से नहीं कर पा रहे? अगर यही वोटर्स का लिस्ट ही सही नहीं है और यही लिस्ट अगर ईवीएम में जाता है तो किस तरह की ये लोकतंत्र में विश्वास रखते हैं लोग? संविधान के दौर जो चुनाव होनी चाहिए और वहां पर प्रक्रिया जो है कहते ही एक ट्रांसपेरेंट और अकाउंटेबल वे, जवाबदार और हम पारदर्शिता की जो बात करते हैं वो होनी चाहिए। जब वो नहीं हो रहा तो हम किस तरह कह सकते हैं कि ये हमारे संविधान के दौर पर चुनाव एक अच्छी माहौल में, स्वेच्छा माहौल में, जहां नागरिकों को अपना वोट डालने का हक मिल रहा है, हम कह सकते हैं। तो यही है हम बताने वाले थे आपको। थोड़े से वीडियोस में बताता हूं। और एक आई वांटेड टू आस्क सुब्बाराव जी, I don't understand. Even morning you were discussing. How come after Lok Sabha Assembly you have panchayat or municipal elections? Don't you think those who elected, those who come to power, they are just destroying panchayats and municipalities wherein there is no independent or free and fair election?
Yes, this I'm arguing and trying to bring it up because we need to strengthen everybody talks that the democratic principles and practices must be strengthened right from the grassroots level. When we are looking into the grassroots, when we have already created victories around them, it is useless. They may or may not survive. And second thing is, the first and the foremost thing is, one nation, one election for local governing bodies, panchayat and municipalities, nagarapalikas, whatever it is. It must go in a single action. Later you go for assembly and parliament. Okay? And even we need to have some reforms for the Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha today has been transformed into a house of disgruntled people whom political parties have to keep them in good humor. Not that members who join the Rajya Sabha are so intelligent. I am not worried whether they are intelligent, knowledgeable, or whether they have unbiased opinion. That is most important for the Rajya Sabha. You see, we are killing every spirit of the democratic structure. Unfortunately, in such situations, we look towards the judiciary and also towards the media, to
So
promote the spirit of democracy.
You mean to say those who have money, like hetero drugs, BRS has elected him. Hetero drugs has killed many remdesivir. But that man is a Rajya Sabha MP. He is legislating now. He is talking about laws. BRS nominated him. They say and through electoral bonds, how much money he has paid to BRS, BJP, Congress, everything is visible. Similarly, electoral bonds has clearly now paved way for corruption, even in selection of candidates. Is this going to be good for democracy, sir?
No, we have already created all kinds of ill mechanisms in the democracy. You see, one is, how do we re-strengthen the democratic structures, its spirit? And second thing is, where is the equitable opportunity for the people who would like to contest in the elections? And when election commission itself says that 50 lakhs is the limited budget for spending the money, we need to change all these things. We need to change the voting pattern. We need to change. Maybe we have to go for online and do it. And postal ballot is picking up like anything. So we need to look into the other alternatives, give more space for the next 2 years. How do we reform and re-strengthen the democracy? Otherwise, what is happening? XYZ, who is funding, who is managing a corporate, is either in the parliament or in the Rajya Sabha. And the same group is executing more than 40% of the projects, and 30% of the projects are defunct. So where is the democracy and where is the equitable, equal opportunities for the people who fight, who would like to lead public interest life? So that is very important. Next 2 years, we must have some calendar for the next elections. That next 2 years is the discussions and debate on reforms of the elections and reforms of the structure in elections as well as the democratic structures. Otherwise, this country is, we may be having, we already enjoyed it, democratically elected monarchy. Country, it experienced it last several decades. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So what is the fun of it? Why people only we need to have some democracy and most important thing is, can this country afford to have 1001 political parties and jump jilanis? Unless and until we create some kind of a hurdle race for this jump jilanis, it becomes very difficult. Political parties always looking for gelupu gurralu, है ना? जो जीतता है वही है सिकंदर. ये सिकंदर कंदर को घर पे रखिए. Think of democracy. वो सब बेकार बातें हैं. हिंदुस्तान अब बहुत कुछ लिटरेसी में आगे बढ़ गया. 90% तो लोग लिखते हैं और बहुत सारे लोग इंजीनियर्स हैं. मगर सब कुछ है, मगर कहीं ना कहीं हमारे में कुछ घोटाला है. हम सोच नहीं पा रहे हैं, बात कर नहीं पा रहे हैं. हम क्या चाहते हैं वो भी कह नहीं पा. आगे आने वाले 5 सालों में हम लोग पहले 2 साल डेमोक्रेसी किस तरफ जा रहा है, इस डेमोक्रेसी को कैसे हम प्रोटेक्ट कर सकते हैं और इसे कैसे हम इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं, स्ट्रेंथन कर सकते हैं, इसे सोचना बहुत जरूरी. साथ ही में डेमोक्रेटिक इंस्टीट्यूशन से लोकल गवर्निंग बॉडी का किसी कदर ही नहीं. और ऊपर से कहते हैं कि इंडिया लिव्स इन दी विलेजेस. अरे विलेजेस ही नहीं है तो वहां का क्या. एंड द ग्रेट लीडर्स से urban areas are economic engines. No, they are liabilities. For every rain we lose 400 crores in each city. For every summer we lose more than 400 crores in supplying the water in tankers, spending more diesel and emitting more carbon. Where is the quality of life? We need to think of our development planning. We have to stop all this and go for retrofitting mechanisms in the entire process. Otherwise, we will be living in fool's paradise.
We'll be living.
It's time. It's time that we don't create democratically elected monarchies in this country. We need democracy right from the local governing body, panchayats. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll just show you some. This is how we say good morning, voter. Wake up. మనం అదే చెప్పుకుంటూ వస్తున్నాం. పంచాయతీలు కానీ పురపాలక శాఖ ఎన్నికలు ముందు జరగాల. ఎందుకంటే అవి స్వతంత్ర ప్రతిపత్త మీద జరుగుతాయి. అక్కడ పార్టీల చిహ్నాలు ఉండవు. స్వతంత్రంగా జరిగేటువంటి పంచాయత్ పురపాలక ఎన్నికలు ముందు జరగాల. తర్వాత శాసనసభ, లోక్సభ జరిగితే అప్పుడు ఓటర్లు ఎవరిని కోరుకుంటున్నారు, ఏమి కోరుకుంటున్నారు, అక్కడ పంచాయతీ పురపాలక శాఖలో ఒక విభిన్నమైనటువంటి ఓటు రావచ్చు. కానీ దాన్ని కూడా రాజకీయ పార్టీలు వీళ్ళు మాకు ఇన్ని సీట్లు, మాకు అన్ని సీట్లు వచ్చినాయి చెప్పుకోవడం దురదృష్టకరం. అటువంటి ఆ నైజాన్ని ప్రదర్శించి వారు చెప్పినట్టు democratically elected monarchies. Why? Because you are allowing those parties in ruling to control panchayats as well as municipalities. After these elections are held, you are going for those elections. So అందు గురించే ఆ రాజకీయ ప్రక్రియ ద్వారా, ఎన్నికల ప్రక్రియ ద్వారా మనము ఒక రాజరికాన్ని పెంచి పోషిస్తున్నామా? ఇక్కడ వీళ్ళు గెలిచిన వాళ్ళే పంచాయతీలో, పురపాలక శాఖలో వాళ్ళే గెలిపించుకోవాలి అంటే వాళ్ళ మాట శాసనం అనేది ఇది ప్రజాస్వామ్యమా లేక राजरिक व्यवस्था इधे आलोचना. इसीलिए आप सोचिए पंचायत से लेके पुरपालक शाखा के पहले चुनाव होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि वहां स्वतंत्रता ही रहेगा. कोई पॉलिटिकल पार्टी, राजनीतिक दल का चिन्ह नहीं रहेगा वहां पर. तो उसके बाद में ही विधानसभा और लोकसभा की चुनाव होनी चाहिए, ताकि जो स्वतंत्रता है वो हमारे गांव में और हमारे शहर में पुरपालक शाखा जो म्युनिसिपैलिटीज हम कहते हैं वहां पर ये बना रहेगा, ताकि लोकतंत्र बचेगा और लोग क्या चाह रहे हैं वहां सब कुछ सफल तरीके से दिखाई देगा. तो हम थोड़े కొన్ని చూయిస్తాను, అందు గురించి ఆలోచన చేయండి. మీరు నిన్న జరిగిన ఓట్లు ఏమేం జరిగినాయన్నీ అన్ని చూయించాం కానీ కొన్ని మచ్చకు they were come. So this is the which I have received from up till 8 p.m. After that, it might have changed. I'm just giving you, trying to enlarge it. The voter turnout in phase 4, 8 p.m. Andhra Pradesh, 68.12. Bihar, 55.90. Jammu and Kashmir, 36.58. Jharkhand, 63.37. Madhya Pradesh, 68.63. Maharashtra, 52.75. Odisha, 63.85. Telangana, 61.39. Uttar Pradesh, 57.88. West Bengal, 75.94% till 8 p.m. yesterday. That means 13th May. And these might have changed. And you can go to the Election Commission website and you can collect those details. These are the states which have gone for elections. And we will see here arguments, counter arguments. Only one or two I'll play. What she's saying.
Have got compromised. This is what is happening. Police do not want to instruct female constables to check the face and with the voter ID.
So they're not allowing. And MBT, it comes out, it tries to say, she's entering in the booths, voter ID doesn't change. MBT, you have compromised with AIMIM when you have not made any candidate on behalf of MBT to fight these elections from Hyderabad. Yakutpura, you almost won in assembly. You say for community sake, what is that community? You mean to say Muslims? How can you say you are secular? So Election Commission of India should look into such parties who preach religion, who preach caste as the way to entice elector voters across India, whoever it is. We are not such type of politician mindsets, because there is other side of coin theory. If you say Muslim, they will come and say Hindu. But what has happened 10 years? Are Hindus happy? Where is Uniform Civil Code? Population Control Bill? What happened to temples? They are still under the government when mosques or churches are not. They have exploited. So this is what is going to. Now that is why, whether it is Muslim, Christian, Hindu or Sikh, this election, they have realized. But for like Hyderabad, I have told you some places where fake voters are still there across India. The same game happens every time. They catch hold of the ruling party and their entire police force, election staff, they will help them. The ruling party.
Division, polling booth 40. Yeah.
Madhavaleta garu, you suggest you ask Modi and Amit Shah so that voter ID cards are linked to Aadhaar card. This bogus voting will go away. And from Andhra Pradesh, I am playing another video where not Andhra Pradesh, from Medak, MP's candidate, Congress candidate brother is kicking a voter. Democracy. And here we see. This is where it is happening in Baramati. CCTV is turned off for 45 minutes. NCP alleges wrongdoing at warehouses storing in Baramati. How can this happen? For 45 minutes they are turned off. Now Supreme Court, there is a case. Now Supreme Court should understand. They should have made VVT counting of VVT pads mandatory. Or VVT pads should have been there in every polling booth. They should have been counted to avoid such type of nonsense. They did not do. See how our Asaduddin Bhai MP is going around in Hyderabad. Where is the police? Old city, Congress government. They need 7 MLA support tomorrow because they are in the fringe majority. If this is what we expect from an assembly or an election, from a winning ruling party who have given us such a mandate. See the crowd. How are they being allowed to go around?
वोट डालना अंदर जाओ अंदर घर को जाओ टमाटर काट जाओ
See the kids are going. What does the kid have here? See the kids. See, is it election campaign or voting day? So I leave it to Election Commission of India, Telangana Chief Elector, they have utterly failed. There is no doubt, because I have been complaining. My vote and Subba Rao's vote is not there. We have been complaining to Election Commission of India everywhere. This fellow calls in March, till today he has not. His name is Venkat. He calls from South Zone. He says he's in charge and he's not a regular employee. His number is 91219-52870. 91219-52870. Mr. Venkat, he calls me in March on my complaint to Election Commission of India that in my house, my mother at the door address, only my mother and other vote is there. My wife's and my vote, other sisters' votes are gone. Somehow we voted in assembly. The same thing is repeated. That means they have changed polling booths. Same house you are staying, but your votes disappear. Is it a free and fair election? GHMC Commissioner, Hyderabad Collector, Telangana Chief Electoral Officer, Election Commission of India, and President of India. I have been mailing you right from August, September 2023. Till today, you have not rectified. This is the new, and it is my money. It is your duty to come to my house, and then after you checked everything, even BLO officer came, they said we are going to give you new ID card along with the polling booth and polling chits. This time, Election Commission of India, Telangana Chief Electoral Officer or Andhra Pradesh Chief Electoral, you have taken the mantle of distributing voter slips. Did you do that? How much money, public money is involved? It's a serious scam and it has to be inquired and investigated suo moto by all high courts and Supreme Court. Where is this money going when I am not getting my poll chit? And see what he says on after polling. Is it not campaigning for a party?
मैं पूरी फैमिली के साथ, मेरे वाइफ, मेरे बेटे और हमारे भाइयों के साथ, हमारे भतीजों के साथ, पूरों के साथ आकर जो है अकेराए दई जो हमारा जमहूरी हक है वोट कास्ट किए हैं। लेकिन सुबह से जो है मुसलसल सोशल मीडिया पे और जो न्यूज़ चैनलों में बताया जा रहा है कि जो बीजेपी की कैंडिडेट है माधवी लता, ये खास तौर पर मुस्लिम एरियाज में घुस के जो नकाब उठाकर जबरदस्ती जो इंतशार पैदा कर रही है, और इसके ऊपर जो पुलिस की खामोशी है, वह कैंडिडेट जो है कहीं भी कोई भी पोलिंग स्टेशन पे फ्लाइंग विजिट कर सकती उन्हें जाके आ जाना, चाहे वो मेल रहो या फीमेल रहो। लेकिन ये हमारी
So this is the comment, sir. Now we are ending the show. Last 1 minute. So our request from here is link voter ID card with Aadhaar card, passport and PAN card. Conduct elections first to Panchayat, municipalities, then you come to Assembly and Lok Sabha. When EVMs are being targeted, VVT pads, you have to count all, or else there should be a VVT pad in every polling booth and you should count along with EVM votes polled. And then every year, this process of enumeration should be done in a professional way, in a transparent and accountable way. And if you are not indulging, they should be punished as per rule of law, because elections are a must for any surviving democracy. Otherwise, it is a mockery, it is a monarchy. One word, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Shivaprasad Reddy garu. Yeah, I'm not active, say